What's up, OAKHEADS? We're back. This is episode 4, called The Lucky 13th. We're going to watch it. Sorry, this week's a little late. I went back to Philadelphia for Thanksgiving, so, I had to do that, a little family thing, so it's not till Sunday that I get a chance to watch this episode. So I've stayed off the internet too, talking about the show. So if this was the episode where they found all the gold, congrats on spending the week celebrating without me. I'm going to join you after this. But if it's a regular episode and they don't find a lot of gold, then we'll do a regular recap like usual. So, OAKHEADS, stay with me. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Don't hit the thumbs down. And make sure you tell your friends. Share these posts on your Facebooks, on your YouTubes, on your Instagrams, on your Twitter, whatever. Let's go. All right, everyone. We started episode 4, season 7, The Curse of Oak Island. Here we go. We're at the second commercial break because of the holiday, and we're running late. I'm going to try to get through this a little faster this week. Don't think, a lot of people need a 45-minute episode recap because you've probably already seen that. Plus, I got a Christmas tree to decorate. So here we go. All right, this week they're looking in the cave-in pit. For those who don't know, that's in Smith's Cove. It's the cave-in pit, and they're digging down. They're looking for this flood tunnel. And what they did is they found some wood at 51 feet deep. They found some wood. And right away, could it be a tunnel? Is this it? Is this the path to the money pit? But the big question is it original or researcher tunnel? Because an original tunnel would be great. That could be what, a tunnel they built for the money pit. A researcher tunnel would just be a previous group of people searching for treasure. So it wouldn't be as exciting. So they get the wood, they do a little research, and it looks like it is wood that is similar to the slipway. Now, that was a big, probably the biggest find last year was the slipway. And what that was is this kind of mysterious slipway that when they got the wood tested was 20 years before the money pit in 1795, which is huge, right? Because you would need a slipway to bring your ship in to then unload your ship full of gold for a money pit, right? Okay, so they draw a straight line from the U-shaped structure through the flood tunnel entrance and right to the money pit. So that's big. That's big. So they're going to keep searching. They're going to keep digging. They dig again, and at around 54 feet, they don't find more wood, which is a bummer. But, you're just kind of throwing darts in the ground here and hoping to find something. So it doesn't mean there's nothing there, but, they're going to keep searching throughout the episode, which would be great. And then the next section is we're going to the swamp. So they meet with Tom Nolan, remember the late, great Fred Nolan's son, and they talk to him about what they think could be in the swamp. He says the issue with the swamp is that there's now, they've been searching for years, 10s, 20s, 30, 40, 50 years. There's now, it's a swamp. It's a living, breathing kind of thing. There's now about 6 feet of new growth on it. What does that mean? That means that, as more dirt, more plants grow on it, you now have added 6 feet of new stuff on top of where Tom and his dad Fred were originally searching. So he says you would need to get rid of 6 feet of mud before you even get to the place where they were searching. And remember, they didn't really find anything, so you have to go even deeper. So they're trying to figure out how are we going to, what's the best plan? How are we going to get the swamp empty? Because they think there's something there. So it looks like that's going to be the rest of this episode. I'm really excited because it seems like there can be some stuff in the swamp. Can't wait. OAKHEADS, let's go. Click subscribe. All right, OAKHEADS, we are back, and it's a big one. All right, starting up. Jack Nichols of the greatest named construction company ever, Damn It Dams. He actually did it. Jack Nichols did it. He named his dam company Damn It Dams. He comes in, and they talk about the swamp. And they ask him, and they're worried whether they can drain the swamp or not. Well, Damn It Dams thinks it can. They think it's going to be pretty easy. Not easy, but they should be able to do it. So that's exciting. So it looks like going forward, we're going to get to draining this swamp. I'm really excited for that. But more exciting news. Gary and Charles are out in the rain looking for treasure. They got, my man Gary, what up? Gary Drayton, treasure hunting hat. He's got his metal detector. First thing to find is an old coin. Always good finding old coins. Just adds more and more layers to Oak Island. More and more things happening there. But nothing crazy. Old coin. Fine. But then they find a Bobby Dazzler. This is big. They find what looks to be a brooch, which is huge. They think it's kind of like the last one. They're thinking it's like very royal. It's very fancy. They think it might be from like the Navy because it has kind of these double ropes. And then on top of the double ropes is like a leaf-like thing, which we'll get to in a second. And as Gary says, this is a Gilla find. I don't know what Gilla find means, but I talked with someone who's from Britain, from England, and she says that, I asked her what a booby dazzler was, and she said that it's like Cockney slang. And what Cockney slang does is they take a regular word and just change it a little. So if you're like, grab me a can of beer, they might call it a man of jeer, something weird like that. I don't know. It's Cockney. It doesn't really make sense to me. So a Gilla find could be a Killa find. That's my guess. If anyone speaks Cockney, put it in the comments below. What do you think a Gilla find is? Also, while you're there on the YouTube, hit subscribe. All right. So obviously everyone is excited for this. The whole gang gets together. They regroup at their local bar and they show Marty what they found of this brooch. Well, actually, first they get it cleaned up a little. Kind of boring scenes, just someone cleaning it up. But you get a good look at it. You get a good look at the double rope and the leaf. It is very intricate. It is very nice. Definitely, they don't have a date on it yet, but definitely something that, not your average Joe would wear. Like, this could be big. This could be like someone with class or dignity or money would be wearing this thing. So they regroup at the bar, and then Marty starts looking at it, right? And he starts counting, and he counts, and you hear him, and he goes, 13, and I knew it. I knew it right there. 13 is important. Why? Because a couple episodes back, last season, that 13 leaves on it is very reminiscent of a pine tree flag, a.k.a. an appeal to heaven, which was a George Washington battle flag. That's right. For those who know American history, George Washington, first president. So that's important. So it actually looks like it. Now, they bring up a graphic of earlier where someone has they have this rock that they found on Oak Island, and it kind of looks like the George Washington battle flag with this pine tree, up the middle, and they have these branches. And they always say they both have 13 branches. But I keep pausing the photo. I pause the photo, and I count, and there's way more than 13 branches on the stone that's on Oak Island. So I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know if this is like I'm looking at it wrong, or like are they just straight up lying to us and being like, look, 13 branches. And I'm like, I count way more than 13 branches. And I count like 27 branches. And then we tried a different way of counting as if like each line was actually part of the other. It still was like 16 branches. So I've never counted 13 branches. I don't know why they keep saying this rock has the same thing. I don't know. It's one of the things they do. If you have an idea, comment below. Also click to subscribe. But either way, let's say it's not the rock on Oak Island. It does resemble George Washington's battle flag. 13 branches, looks almost identical to it. Really, really exciting find. Really, really, that's a Gilla find, top pocket find. Gary, good job. Woo! Very impressed. And so now we go to the last commercial break. Here we are, folks. OAKHEADS. I hope you're as excited as I am, or you were, because you probably watched this days before I did. But here we go. More treasure to find. All right, we are back from our last commercial break, OAKHEADS, and this one's great. This is great. Great news. We're all in the war room, and they're looking for the wood that they found in the tunnel, and they get it carbon dated, and so excited to announce that it is dated from 1735 to 1784. Huge, 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 huge news. That means it's most likely The same wood or this, same thing from the slipway. This happened. This is wood before the money pit. So 20 years before the money pit, probably. So think about it. They put that wood down to bring the ship in. Maybe they unload the ship. It takes maybe 20 years to build the money pit, whatever, but it could happen. It could happen. It's very exciting. Very excited. I'm almost excited. Not quite as excited as Jack Bagley. Jack Bagley is super excited for this. I mean, he gives a great, great speech. He talks about, like, this is where the tunnel is. This is where the money pit is we're going to go right to the money pit. He's like talks about attacking it and just digging it up. He says, I'll dig by hand if I have to. That's why we love Jack Bagley. That's why Bagley's one of my favorites. The guy, he just loves this. He loves this. He's all about this life, this Oak Island life, just like you and me, folks, except, we're obviously watching on TV and watching on the internet and things like that. While you're on the internet, make sure you hit subscribe right around there, right there. Make sure you hit subscribe. But it's great. Rick calls it the best clue they've ever found. I don't know about all that, but it's up there because now they're finding a path from the slipway, from the U-shaped structure, and leads into the island. So if you follow the path, that's kind of where they're hoping the money pit will be, the original money pit. Man, that'd be exciting. So I'm very excited. I thought this was another great episode, back-to-back strong episodes. I mean, they found 2 great finds, right? They got the Gilla find, which is a brooch, could be related to George Washington. If not, it's probably old and probably very prestigious. Number 2, we found more wood in the ground 54 feet below, leading from Smith's Cove, possibly towards the money pit. Another huge clue. Guys, I'm very excited. Let me know how excited you are. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not a great episode. I thought it was great. And also subscribe and share and do everything you can. OAKHEADS. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving for those that celebrate in America. For those who don't, I hope you had a happy end of November and look forward to the rest of the holiday season if this is a holiday you celebrate. If not, cool. All right, OAKHEADS. I'll see you next week. Hopefully not this late in the week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.